Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your boy Alyx Man's live stream on the WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament. And as always, you know how we do it here on Alyx Man's World. In Alyx Man's World, we are live, and I cannot wait to talk about today's. In the UK is tonight's first round edition of the tournament. But here in the US, it's still in the middle of the day. I am recording this 5 p.m. Central, and I have to say, for the most part, first round was, I'll say it was good. I'll say it was solid. Couple of things about it that kind of made me go, oh. I will say, kind-heartedly, not everyone I saw I feel was all that impressive. All 16 competitors gave it their all. I can tell they went in with the idea that they were leaving it inside the ring. They were going to leave it all inside the ring. Blood, sweat, and tears. It was not going to be a single person that said, I did not give 100%. And I felt that. I felt that all 16 competitors gave 100%. With that said, I wasn't very impressed with some. And when we get to the matches, I'll let you know who they are. But as for everything else, the entire presentation of the tournament was good. Commentary was good. I can't believe Michael Cole actually did good commentary. And I think, when I think about this, Michael Cole's commentary is based on how he's basically told what to say and told what to do when he's on Raw. When he's told to say things or told to do certain things, he's not able to really commentate. He's not really able to facilitate what's happening inside the ring. And I think that's hurting him from being, or, basically commentating at the level that we've seen him do on SmackDown in the past with Taz, with other people. And it's sad because I thought he did really good today. When he worked with Nigel McGuinness, I thought those two did a very good job on commentary. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe Michael Cole just needs to be off Raw. He's pretty much just as bad on SmackDown, though. So maybe he just needs to do this stuff. Michael Cole on live events, special events with the WWE. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Because when he's doing this, he's great. When he's on Raw, he's terrible. I also love the arena where the event was held and the setup and the stage and how everything looked. I thought that was very well. I like that they put the United Kingdom Championship on top of the stage. By the way, I can't praise this enough. That championship looks beautiful. I love the design of that UK title. It looks so awesome. It makes me want to buy it. Okay? The only few belts that I've wanted to have was the World Heavyweight Championship, the WCW Big Gold Belt, and then the Winged Eagle Belt. The Winged Eagle Belt that WWF used to use. And the United Kingdom is a belt that I want to have. It's a gorgeous belt. I love it. But I love that they put the belt on top of the stage. So when the wrestlers come out, they can interact with it and really give across the feeling that we're doing all of this for this belt. All of this is to get our hands on this belt, make it feel important. We don't do that enough with the UK, with the United. What am I ready to say? Universal. I gotta make sure I don't get my words mixed up. We don't do that enough with belts like the Universal Championship and other belts like the United States. That's what I was getting ready to say. United States Championship. Unfortunately, I don't see that changing anytime soon. So we might as well enjoy what we have here on the network. But loved the arena, loved the championship, loved the stage, loved the setup, and especially I loved the crowd. Crowd was awesome. I thought the crowd really added to the event. The crowd really made it feel like it's a big place to be. It's a special place to be. And they really made all of these guys feel important. And the guys that were heels felt like heels. The guys that were baby faces felt like baby faces. Everything was done very well. Presentation-wise, the show was an A. I'll give it that. We'll get to everything else because I kind of feel like there were some things about the show that just kind of really irked me. But with that said, let's get to our first match. Everything on this show is just first round. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will be held tomorrow night or tomorrow in the evening. Sunday. And I'll be up here to talk about that as well, if you like me talking about this stuff. Before I get to any of that, one last thing I want to do. Quick shout outs to a couple of people who donated to me over PayPal. Thank you so much. Carlos Hernandez and Paul, who didn't give me his last name, but he is from Creighton University. Is that how you say it? Creighton University. Well, thank you guys for your donations. It's very important for me to give you that shout out to let you know that I appreciate you for your time and for you giving me your hard-earned money. And I promise you, your donations will not go to waste. So with that said, let's get to it. First round match, the first match to open up the show. Trent Seven versus HC Dyer. Now, Trent Seven is more of a British strong style. That's what he calls it, the British strong style kind of wrestler. And HC Dyer is a striker. Very athletic striker. And I have to say I was very impressed with both of them. I liked the charisma of Trent Seven. He just comes across as like this very likable, very cool person. I like how he twiddles with his mustache. His mustachio is really, really cool. But HC Dyer ain't no punk. Now, I really liked him. Very aggressive. Had a nice mean streak to him, but very athletic. So it was a nice meshing of styles. You had the athletic prowess of HC Dyer going against that in-your-face strong style of Trent Seven. And it came down to Trent Seven hitting his, I think he calls it the Lariat 7, right? Because I was going to call it the Lariat from Hell. Or the Rainmaker! Those of you who watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Trent Seven gets the big 3 over HC Dyer. And I also loved that we're bringing back styles. We're incorporating styles again. That's one of the aspects about the Cruiserweight tournament that I love. I love the incorporation of the styles. You know how this guy wrestles, you know how this guy wrestles, and you can compare and contrast who's going to win based off of those styles. And they really played up HC Dyer being a striker and how he had a knockout punch. And when he hit it, it was a big deal. It's like, oh my God, he hit it. Is that it? And when he kicked out, it was a big deal. So yeah, really good opening match. I had no issues about this match. The next match though, let's talk about this one. The second first round match. Jordan Devlin is a student of Finn Balor. Finn Balor was in the audience. And we might get some interaction with those guys going into the tournament tomorrow. But Jordan Devlin, basically, he reminds me of Finn Balor. Not exactly like Finn Balor. He has the mannerisms of Finn Balor, has the jacket and all that. But he kind of has his own thing going for him. And it's pretty cool. And Denny Burch. Denny Burch used to be on NXT. And, it's good seeing him again. Apparently, he's very popular because the crowd loved him. But he stood out in this match. I really like Denny Burch. However, the match itself, not the best match in the world. I felt like there were spots where it was kind of sloppy. It started off okay. It got very slow towards the middle. And I don't really feel like it got out of the first gear. I think when it started to get out of the first gear, the incident happened, and I think they had to call an audible. And to me, and this is just my opinion, I did not like the ending at all. That ending it just kind of came out of nowhere. I think fans are speculating that it was storyline. I don't know if it is storyline or not. All I know is it didn't impress me at all. The way Denny Burch hit the mat, got himself busted open. I don't know if the enziguri to the back of his head busted it open or him hitting his head on the back of the mat that busted it open. Regardless, Denny Burch busted the back of his head open. And then the referee just so happened to be counting 1, 2. But Denny Burch clearly kicked out. It wasn't even one of those, he was real close to kicking out. No, he kicked out. He kicked out, but there's this whole, it's a controversial finish. The referee counted 3 and he's not going to reverse the decision. No, this is what happened. Denny Burch clearly kicked out. And for them to just say it was a 3 count, it wasn't a 3 count. He kicked out and you threw the match because he busted his head open. I hate that. I hate it. Look, I understand that you're doing it for the safety of the wrestler. No doubt. I get that. I'm not going to give you a hard time for that. However, my thing is, if that's the case, you want to go to a quick finish, go to a quick finish. You know, call an audible in the match in a believable way and have Jordan win with his finisher. Was that his finisher? I'm not too sure what his finisher is because they just kind of ended it abruptly. It didn't even feel like an ending. It just kind of felt like we need to end this because he's hurt. So they could have done that better. Denny Burch, hopefully he's okay. He walked out on his own 2 feet. Got a little color on himself. I didn't like how it ended. But I will say this. I like what happened after the match. You had Jordan Devlin shaking the hand of Denny Burch, and then he super kicks him. And the crowd booed him. And then he smiled and ate it up. Commentary played it up as like, that's so despicable. What a despicable man. And, you know, again, to me, because Cole is no longer on Raw, now that he's able to be himself, he's able to really sell what's happening inside the ring. And I thought Cole did a very good job of selling just how nasty Jordan was to Denny Burch after the match. And then who was that chick? I keep forgetting the lady who does the interviews for NXT. Well, not for NXT. She does it for the main roster too. I keep forgetting her name. I'll get it eventually. But she was interviewing Jordan Devlin up on stage. And Jordan basically pretended that he beat Denny Burch clean. He's like, I beat him fair and square. No nonsense. I'm the man. And I'm just like, you cocky bastard. You are nothing like Finn Balor. Finn Balor must be ashamed of you. But I love it. I love what kind of a heel he is. And now that I know he's a villain, that he's a heel, it makes him a lot more interesting going into the second portion of the show where the quarterfinals and the semifinals and the actual finals are happening. Don't be shocked if he goes all the way to the finals because that was a nice heel turn. I'm just saying. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next match here. The next match was, oh, yeah, this match. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't a fan of this match either. This one was just not that good to me. It was Muscle Cat Saxon Huxley. Yeah, Muscle Cat Saxon Huxley taking on Sam Gradwell. It was basically a powerhouse versus a technical wrestler match. And I didn't think it was all that good. I don't know what it was. This is what I'm going to say. I thought the Jesus chants, the chants involving Saxon Huxley, who looks like Jesus basically, them saying, let's go Jesus, Jesus sucks. They're going to hell for that one. And then the whole, hey, Jesus, ooh, I want to know, would you be my God? And I was like, oh my God, this crowd is awesome. So the crowd made it a lot more entertaining than what it actually was. But as for the match itself, no, I didn't think it was all that good. That's just my opinion. That's just it. I didn't think it was all that good. I wasn't impressed with either one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll say it was average. It was an average match. It was all right. It wasn't anything like terrible, but it didn't leave me impressed. And quite frankly, I wouldn't go back and watch it. So average match. It is what it is. The next one I liked because it had someone that really caught my eye. This match involved the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, who is a favorite. Apparently, Pete Dunne is a favorite to win the entire tournament, which I'm not going to sit here and say you're wrong for that. I honestly believe that if anybody is going to win it, it would be Pete Dunne. I think Pete Dunne is somebody that, he kind of has this Fit Finlay aspect about him. He's like a technical striker, a technique striker. He has this air about him that makes him a badass, and I like it. And, he had this pretty good match with Roy Johnson. Roy Johnson is like he looks like a Samoan. I wouldn't be shocked if he is a Samoan because he did a Samoan drop. But, I was more impressed with Pete Dunne in this match. He did a lot of Daniel Bryan-esque wrestling moves, which I thought was very interesting. So we'll see how this goes with him. He basically beat the hell out of Roy Johnson and really staked his claim as the Bruiserweight, someone that just likes to hurt someone. Let me turn some lights on here. I think I'm losing some lighting in my room. All right, that should be all right. Let me turn some more lighting on here. But I gave that match, I said that match was good, right? Yeah, that match was good. A really good match. How do I look, by the way? Better lighting? Thank you. Appreciate it. I think after this one was the Wolfgang versus Tyson TBone match, right? Yes, it was. The next match is Wolfgang versus Tyson TBone. Tyson TBone reminds me of Kano from Mortal Kombat, which I like. I like that aspect about him. He just seems like, and he said this in his promo package. He said, I am not a wrestler. I am here to hurt people. I am a fighter. I am someone that you see on the street, and if you cross me the wrong way, I'll knock your lights out. He doesn't have a wrestling attire. He comes in his street clothes, and he fights. Didn't do a single wrestling move in the match. And I liked it. It was cool. It was unique. And that's the kind of stuff I was looking for in the tournament. I was looking for that uniqueness. Not everybody has to be your prototypical wrestler. It's just be you. And I like Tyson TBone. I thought he stood up very well. I also like Wolfgang. I like this big man that can do high-flying moves. It's good seeing these big man wrestlers, these close to 300 pounds, 6'5", 6'6" guys who should be doing powerhouse wrestling, going out there wrestling like high flyers. He did moonsaults off the ropes. He did a swanton bomb. He was flying all over the place. And I thought it was really cool. He stood out to me because of it. I like him. I like Wolfgang. So I think he won. Yes, Wolfgang did win the match. A big man that can fly. And he did the swanton bomb as his finisher. So Wolfgang advances. He beats Tyson TBone. Man, I kind of wanted to see Tyson go on. There were a couple of people who lost, maybe one or two, that I thought, man, I want to see more of you. Why did you have to get kicked out? But it is what it is. This next match, this is another one that it was played up as like the match of the night when it happened. It was one of those things where you look at these two guys. It's James Drake and Joseph Connors. Michael Cole basically went out of his way to say Joseph Connors is a main event player. And you look at him and you go, yeah, he has a nice look to him. Very cut, very clean cut. Has a nice face, has that face for TV, and can talk. And for me, it's not surprising to hear him say that, but it bothers the hell out of me at the same time because he didn't really do all that much in his match. I thought James Drake was a lot more impressive than Joseph Connors. Maybe it's because Joseph Connors didn't work very well with James Drake. James Drake, I thought, was more impressive than Joseph Connors. But even then, the match itself was decent. You know, I didn't really feel like it got out of the first gear. It just, the last 5 minutes were better than the actual match itself. I was just kind of sitting there going, okay, pick it up, guys. We're kind of dragging our heels here. Don't know what's going on. But I don't know. I get it. Joseph Connors has that look that WWE likes. Someone that you can put, someone's face that you can see on TV, on a magazine. And that's cool. You know, it's fine. But Michael Cole went out of his way to say this was match of the night. It wasn't match of the night. This was nowhere close to being match of the night. I'm sorry. We'll see how he does. Maybe Joseph Connors will show me something in the finals or in the semifinals. I say finals because I think he's going to go all the way based off of how they praised him. So we'll see. I will say that Joseph Connors does have that unique aspect about him. He has that torn off ear that looks nasty. Not as bad as Mick Foley's deformed ear, but you know, that torn off ear makes him look more like a badass, which I like. And I like how he shows it like that. And then that little snowl, that snowl look he gives every time he shows it. Like I said, he has a nice look to him. I just wish he did more inside the ring. That's just my opinion. I think after that, we had Mark Andrews versus Dan Maloney. Now, Mark Andrews is basically the high flyer, the pure high flyer of the entire tournament. And the best way to describe him, he's a hybrid between Sami Zayn, Will Ospreay, and Jack Evans. Basically, when you look at him, you go, yeah, this guy would basically be someone, surprisingly, I would see in the cruiserweight division. And he's very fun, has that kind of hip-hop, you know, party style to him, and instantly connected with the audience and connected with me. Loved him. The moment he stepped out on that stage, I was like, I like you. You are fun. And he was the star of this match. He did all kinds of nice little things, high-flying moves, dicey outside, moonsaults. Just your basic, very fun wrestler to watch. His finisher is the shooting star press. Never go wrong with the shooting star press. You can never go wrong. He even had a couple of Will Ospreay isms in the match. One thing that Will Ospreay does is like he likes to counter a suplex into a stunner. And when I saw that, I'm thinking Will Ospreay, who I wish was in this freaking tournament. He would have been perfect for the tournament, but he's under contract with ROH, so he can't come. Same thing with Marty Scurll, who's also under contract with ROH, so they couldn't come. Regardless, it was nice seeing him work. It was nice seeing Mark Andrews do what he needed to do to entertain the audience. So, very good match. I thought both men did a pretty good job. But Mark Andrews, so far, is my favorite to win. I think he is the guy I'd like to see go all the way. Will he go all the way? Probably not, but we'll see. Now, without question, the match of the night. A great match that I implore all of you to go see. This is the match that I was hoping we would get more of in this tournament. And we will, probably will in the near future. But this was a great match. It was Tyler Bate. Man, a charismatic individual. 19 years old, got that muscular, brute, muscular physique with the mustache, kind of like Trent Seven has. Are they a tag team? Because he did the whole Twitter of the Mustachio taunt that Trent Seven did too. I wouldn't be shocked if Trent Seven and Tyler Bate was a tag team. It could be. But I liked him. Just a charismatic individual. I thought he was really cool inside the ring. But to me, the sleeper hit of the entire show was Tucker. Tucker was awesome. Both of these guys were great, but I thought Tucker was very impressive. When he first came in, everybody was like, okay, he looks average. And then he started wrestling, and I was blown away. Like, the moves he did rivaled some of the best wrestlers I've seen in wrestling today. I want to see more of Tucker. I wish, again, it's like Tyson TBone. I wish Tucker and Tyson TBone would have stayed because I think those two could have really done a lot of things for the tournament. I wish we could have switched around the bracket a little bit more to where these guys could have stayed and maybe get rid of a couple of people. Like, I personally would trade Sam Gradwell and, let me see. Well, I guess Jordan Devlin. But yeah, I personally would trade those two guys with Tyson TBone and Tucker because I thought, fuck, those were awesome stuff. But this match was great, man. There was a spot where Tucker kicked the living hell out of Tyler Bate. Just kicked his head into the rafters. It just kicked it so hard. It was like he hit a home run with it. And then he rolled out of the ring believably. But Jesus, man. Just a great match all around. I loved it. And I love the finish. I love Tyler Bates' finisher. Call it the Tyler Tiger Bomb. Well, is it Tyler Bomb? It's a Tiger Bomb, but he calls it the Tyler Bomb because it sounds like Tiger Bomb. It's a sit-out Tiger Bomb, by the way. Very well done. I was very impressed with it. And again, the best match of the entire first round. Tyler Bate wins. Excuse me, hiccups. And then, yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything there. So we go into tomorrow night with the quarterfinals. It'll be Tyler Bates versus Jordan Devlin. That's going to be an interesting match. I hope Tyler Bates wins. I really do hope Tyler Bates wins because, Jesus, no. I don't want to. Look, no offense to Jordan Devlin. I like that they turned him into a heel persona. I just kind of feel like at this point in time, if we let him go through, that might not be received very well. I'm just saying. I know he's Finn Balor's student. But let's not show him favoritism. I hope he gets taken out here. Trent Seven versus Wolfgang. That should be a good match. I have no idea who's going to win it, and I'm going to sit back and just enjoy it for what it is. Same thing goes for Mark Andrews and Joseph Connors. Maybe Joseph Connors will show me something in this match. Maybe when he's working with someone on the stature of Mark Andrews, we'll get to see like how good he is. Maybe he was just having a bad match or didn't really have a good chemistry with James Drake, excuse me. And the other one is Pete Dunne versus Sam Gradwell. I hope Pete Dunne wins. I hope Sam Gradwell gets the hell out of there. I was not impressed with Sam Gradwell. Not at all. Again, I wish Tyson, TBone, or freaking Tucker would have replaced him. Imagine Tucker versus Pete Dunne. Man, what the... Dude, man, that would have been an awesome match. But, all right. It is what it is. We can't complain too much. But I'm going to give this show a B. I thought it was a B show overall. Fun, productive, and made me want to see tomorrow's show. Everything was done very well. So now I give it to you, audience members. How do you feel? How do you feel about this show? What grade would you give it? And who was your favorite? Who was your favorite wrestler in the entire tournament? And who do you want to win? Let's go to the live chat. Let's go to the live chat, people. I want to hear what you guys have to say about all of this. Now I see a lot of people who actually like Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is a big favorite in the live chat. Some of you are actually telling me that you think he's going to win. I wouldn't be shocked at that. I think Pete Dunne is definitely a good candidate to have win. I think he's very impressive. Tyler Bate is one. Again, love Tyler Bate. Love his personality. Just Tucker, man. I wanted Tucker to stay. I like Tucker. That's all right. Mark Andrews, of course, that's my favorite to win. Really love Mark Andrews there. Wolfgang. Wolfgang got some love. Definitely Tyler Bates for the win. I hear you there. Let's see here. Pete Dunne. Jordan Devlin. Okay. You actually got someone. Now someone here says, okay, Ultra Shadow, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You always do this to me. You always pick 3 people. Pick one. It's either Bates, Wolfgang, or Mark Andrews. Pick one, Ultra Shadow. I'm looking at you, brother. You, brother. Pick one, brother. Just messing with you, man. Trent and Tyler. Okay. Mark Andrews. Jordan Devlin. So, I ask you guys, do you think Jordan Devlin's going to go all the way? Because I noticed that a lot of you aren't picking Joseph Connors. I think a lot of you are just kind of like, who cares? Who cares? I just don't like it. So do you guys feel the same way about me? Like about Joseph Connors, like I feel about him. Joseph Connors is, I get it. He has a look, but I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it with Joseph Connors. Let's see here. Now, a lot of you are actually saying Devlin can actually be a good heel worker. And someone just said that Connors is generic. I agree. Connors is very generic. Again, he has a look, he can talk, but I just kind of feel like, no, I don't like him. Now, some of you are saying Gradwell wasn't all that bad. You're going off of his promo. Now, his promo was good. I didn't give him credit for his promo. His promo was very good. I just kind of feel like him as a wrestler inside the ring was, so we'll see. He might show me something tomorrow. He has a chance to actually change my mind for tomorrow. It's just tonight he wasn't all that good. All right, finally, Ultra Shadow. He's going with Tyler Bates. Thank you, brother. You're awesome, brother. Brother. So, all right. So, guys, thank you for joining me for this live broadcast. I will be back up here tomorrow for part two of the UK tournament. That should be very interesting. So be sure to tune into that. Like the video, subscribe, and share, of course. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, everything down below in the description box. And guys, I will catch you tomorrow. This is your boy, Alyx Man, signing out. You guys take it easy. Peace.